Hi guys, Alistair Taylor down here at Lytham Golf Academy, and today I'm going to be testing the new Callaway Apex Pro forged iron. Right then guys, so this club really aimed at the better player, so it's not going to be Callaway's most forgiving iron, but there is going to be forgiveness in there. There's tungsten in the head, you know, we've got tungsten towards the toe, a little bit of weight in the heel, so try to make that sweet spot a little bit bigger. But it's a really good looking club. Let's have a close up at the head, then we're going to hit some balls and we're going to see if you're in the market for new irons, is the Apex Pro going to be potentially for you? Right then guys, so Apex Pro, gorgeous looking golf club from the back. So we can see obviously a little bit of weight towards the toe, a little bit of weight in the heel, just giving that higher kind of MOI, bit more forgiveness with this. So even though this is a player's club, Callaway still saying lots and lots of forgiveness. So you get it down behind the golf ball and it is a very good looking club. Still not quite looking blade like that, thicker top line than probably guys who have played blades are used to, but still not the biggest of blades, a little bit shorter from toe to heel, not a massive amount of offset there as well, so a very, very appealing looking club behind the ball. Obviously any guys who have played blades before, you know, that very polished chrome finish, really, really classic look. I mean, a great looking club face on, you know, just no visual technology there, just that looks very, very like a blade to look at. And all in all, just a very, very good looking iron. You know, not expecting this to be the longest 7-iron I'm going to test. 33 degrees of loft. So not powerful in loft at all, but much, much more aimed at that better player. Right then guys, so we saw from the close-up of the head, this is a very, very good looking club. Lots of technology still in that head, but looking much more like a, not quite like a blade for me. It's still a little bit big and a little bit thicker top line, but a very, very cosmetically appealing club. It's great at looking good, 33 degrees, so not expecting to hit this quite as far as I would normally. So I've got real golf balls, Titleist Pro V1X on GC quad. Set the flag at 165 yards, so like I said, at 33 degrees, even though Callaway is saying should still get great ball speed out of this, I'm expecting not to hit this quite as far as normal, and maybe to see a little bit more backspin than I would normally see. But it's certainly a good looking club behind the ball, and off we go. Oh, so, great strike. Nice high flight, just turning over, and what a start. Very, very solid. Wow. Love that. I think feel and sound, that's very, very different from kind of anything else that's out at the moment, or certainly anything I've tested so far. So, first one, good numbers, good distance, high. We'll look at spin numbers later. Seem to be very, very, stop very quickly. Now, was that just angle of descent or was that backspin as well? And again, setting off same line, just turning a little bit earlier, but still felt very solid and a really consistent distance. Oh, I do like that. I do like that. Feels quick off the face. And like I said, 33 degrees, so by no means a strong lofted 7-iron compared to a lot of the stuff on the market nowadays. Maybe fairly in line with players' clubs, but that does feel very, very quick off the face. Now that one's set off a little straighter, still got my little draw, but a very high flight. Just on the fringe, but again, a good shot. Oh, I think even off those first 3 shots, just off feel, I could definitely put those in the bag, but it is also about performance. And, you know, for me, I'm not expecting this to be the most forgiving clubs on the market, but the big key for me with a lot of the modern irons is because the spin's generally a little bit on the low side, I do think you can find a little bit of inconsistency with distances. So last couple, Now that one's sat off a little right. And again, turning over nicely. Is it gonna just cling on? Again, just on the fringe. Oh, I do really, really like that. So, one final one. Not hit anything stone dead yet, so let's see if we can get one in nice and close. And again, so we're not going to get one stone dead, but again, it's high. Stock little draw, couple of yards, a little bit further actually on this one at 173. Right then, guys, so before we go and look at numbers there, you know, I think looks-wise, it's not quite a 10 out of 10 for me. For my eye, I'd like to see something maybe a little bit smaller, a little bit more streamlined, but obviously I'm playing i500s at the moment, so these are definitely more compact than those. So good, maybe 8 out of 10 on looks. I thought feel was incredible. I mean, I'm obviously only testing 7-iron. Callaway have got 3 to pitching wedge and approach wedge available in these. You know, I'd really love to have got my hands on a long iron in these to see what they're like, but certainly guys might put more of a combo set in there. But let's jump across. Be interested to see these numbers and see how the Apex Pro iron has performed. Now, I love the ball speeds there. So we saw a slowest of 119.7, quickest 121.5. So really, really tight grouping on ball speed. Launch angles were pretty close together, a little bit higher than normal, but again, a more lofted club. A much more traditional level of spin that I would hope to see with a 7-iron. Not seeing any of those 5,000, 5,500 as an average. 6.5 is good. Very high ball flight at 38 yards, but I don't mind that. That gives me that ability with good spin to stop the ball quickly. We saw an average carry of 167, and again, look at those averages. 166 is the shortest, 170 is the longest, and not really a huge amount of roll on those shots. Just the ball taking a jump forward and then stopping pretty quickly. So all in all, very, very impressive numbers from a player's iron. Right then, guys, so what did I think of the Callaway Apex Pro? I mean, it really, really ticked a lot of boxes for me. I think it looked great, if not absolutely perfect. I'd still love that look of a blade. Maybe not going to be quite good enough with the ball striking nowadays to get away with playing a blade. But, you know, really good score out of 10. I'd give that, like I said, 8 out of 10 for looks. Thought feel was incredible. Felt soft, but felt fast off the face. Now, I think that's a really, really key thing. Don't think golfers nowadays, having hit product that feels quick, necessarily want something that feels slow off the face. So it wasn't silly long, but it was maybe a touch longer than I thought it would be. The spin numbers were still very, very good and much more in line with where you would expect. Even though maybe a couple of millimeters out the toe, I didn't really see any drop off in distance and the ball speed didn't change, but the spin numbers just changed a tiny bit from shot to shot. But all in all, I think they're a great looking club. I think a lot of guys that are good ball strikers would be very comfortable going 3-iron down. But again, you could mix and match a little bit between that model and something a bit more forgiving. So guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, like and share it. Comment below, I will get back to as many of you as I can. Subscribe to the channel if you don't already. Click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Make sure you get my videos as soon as they land. Follow me on all my other social media, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here in the future. Stay in contact.